Hey guys, just so you know, there's a scam bot going around impersonating me in the comments, telling people that they won something and that they just need to give their information to some scam center or something. The one that's currently there is called Telegram PerspectiveEnd, but in the future it could be anything else, like Robson PerspectiveEnd, because let's face it, that's a scam. Or something closer to my actual username. So while I am known to do giveaways every now and then, I want you to understand that I will never just spring a, "Hey, you won," on you. The video itself will say that there's a giveaway associated with it if a giveaway is happening. And when I do giveaways, I will never ask you to go to some other website or something. You will either leave a comment on that particular YouTube video, or you will email me at perspectiveendgiveaways@gmail.com. If it's not that, then it's not me. Don't trust it. And don't trust it in general if that kind of thing happens to you on someone else's channel either. Anyways, now that the PSA is out of the way, do you guys remember how I was going to review a Shockwave before Christmas, back on the 18th of last year? Yeah, well, the Shockwave just now finally arrived. I love the ShowZ store. They are the main people I buy from, but sometimes I could crawl to China faster than their shipping, and God help you if it goes missing in the mail. The tracking on this thing actually had to time out before they would refund me, and they wouldn't just reissue me a second one. I had to buy a second one after they refunded me because they were out of stock. Which you can tell was a lie, and the customer service representative just didn't check, considering I bought this second one from them when they told me it was out of stock. You might think that this is an alternate version because Newage does a lot of those, but no, I just went to my account and hit order again. Look, I don't mean to put the ShowZ store on blast. I do really appreciate the way they do business, but sometimes I just want to reach through my screen and slap them. I should not have to contact you every 2 weeks since November of last year being like, "It still hasn't moved, it's lost. It still hasn't moved, it's lost. It's been over 2 months at this point, it's lost. It's been 3 months, it's absolutely lost. The tracking broke because it's been so long, send me a second one already, damn it." Anyways, it's Age Shockwave. I have a fair few figures from Newage, and I should probably cover them more often. They are all pretty solid. I guess I'm just not as motivated to cover Legend stuff as I am normal figs. Which is a shame because this thing looks great. Newage tends to be like pocket masterpiece in the most direct sense of the phrase. I mean, look at this thing. You may notice that I got the comic version, and that means that his purples aren't the dark metallic, which breaks my heart, but it does mean that his chest has this cool blue strip of clear plastic, and that makes me feel like I'm swimming on the bottom of the pool with those crappy kids goggles on. So I live for this. You know me, but like I said in the last regular review, paint does cost a fair penny, so just know that Newage isn't cheaping out on you with this thing. The only part of this figure that I think is unpainted is this internal bracket on his ass, and the crime that is the back of his head. Oh fucking really? You were going to do light piping, but you just filled that in with yellow plastic instead. To be clear, the crime is that they were going to try using light piping in the first place. But come on, you couldn't have painted that part? I'd have gladly given up the stuff on his ass to cover this up. That was purple plastic anyways, you bastards. And while looking at the back, negative credit where negative credit is due, the backpack is not the best, especially from the top. I understand why it's this way, doesn't make it look great though. I can tell you right now that the QC feels fantastic. The joints are all well and tight, the back hose is soft, pliable, and is great to the touch. It's got just enough weight without there being lying die cast, something that I have recently proven to Dr. Lockdown to be a bad thing. I warned you, I warned everyone. But would you all listen? No. Anyways, yeah, quality little dude. And what's funny is I actually think this looks more like the show with these colors. And the animation colors one looks more like the comic. The show version was always more desaturated, and the comic one always very dark. And you know what's impressive about him is that while he is 100% all leg, he doesn't look like he's all leg, so good work on that one, Newage. I don't know that I ever have much to say about Shockwave's head. I mean, it's Shockwave's head. It is simultaneously one of the most distinct and least distinct icons in all the Transformers. A heartless monocular optic with cute little ears and a baby mohawk that conveys the character so effortlessly. It's kind of hard to fuck it up considering it's a pretty basic set of geometric shapes, though that's not to say I've never seen it get screwed up before. So good on Newage for also not being failures. And good on them for making an amazing looking, high quality feeling figure with no QC issues that I can find. I mean, you should expect that much when you're paying leader price for a Legends figure, but I have been disappointed before. For accessories, he gets himself. You know, I get the feeling that Shockwave is really repressed, what with the punch dildo and the fact that he likes to play with himself. He also gets a karate chop, and a weird little stand with a bunch of bubbles in it. I don't know why. It's got an adapter for robot mode and one for alt mode, and you need that one for alt mode because it's a gap filler, sadly. So a good set of accessories. A stand is always nice, and I like the gun and will gladly trade that around to my other Legends figures. Posability isn't spectacular, but it is better than the Chug average. Normal head with a little more side to side and up down than usual. Shoulders go up all the way up, without them being hot rod shoulders unless you want that. Slightly more than 90 elbows. tight wrist swiv, serious ab crunch, hips are unimpeded forwards and back, and extra unimpeded out to the side. But sadly, the hip skirts have to be all the way extended if you want almost any back. Normal 90 knees, and bad feet with what's basically a fake rotation at the toe. So like I said, better than your standard chug figure. More range in a lot of joints than normal, a single specialty joint, and standard range in almost everything else except for the feet, which are his only weakness. But his clodhoppers are big enough to not be too negatively impacted. Transformation is good and fun, but there's no denying that this is the backpack show, and I don't know why everyone acts like this is such a game changer. It's good and fun, but there's basically nothing here I would call inventive, at least not in a way we haven't seen before, even from official chug. Really, it kind of comes across like a more advanced version of the Siege figure with a couple areas of jank. Like the hole that's left where his toes used to go, the gap in the torso where the barrel used to slide in oh so satisfyingly, and the fact that this panel really doesn't know what it's doing, so it just kind of turns sideways, wedges between the legs, and pretends it's not totally visible. The stand is very necessary for this mode, but once you're done, this is a pretty awesome representation of the character's hilarious giant gun mode. It's sized to fit Toy World Devastator pretty perfectly, not that you should want to, the piece of shit! And you can make it work for the Mastermind Creations Bruticus, though it is just a little too big. You are mostly just resting it in his hands and hoping it stays. So it's at least a good companion piece for your masterpiece scaled combiners, but outside that, it's just good. To be fair, there are a lot of questionable areas, like the armpits and elbow rotations, the legs, this whole ordeal right here, but the general kibbliness of it all comes together to form a more cohesive whole, so it looks good even in spite of those issues. Honestly, my biggest problem with it is just that the legs don't peg in like this, so they hinge back and forward, and I can't think of any time I'd ever actually want that. But overall, it's an awesome little version of the Mad Scientist's gun mode, even has a tiny little targeting reticle for make-believe murder. Rolls okay, and I don't really know what more you want from this guy. Like I said at the beginning, this is doing an excellent job being a pocket masterpiece version of Shockwave. Honestly, I don't even foresee the actual masterpiece being much of an upgrade in any way outside of a light-up gimmick. This looks basically perfect in robot mode. It's got a fair number of flaws in the alt mode, but I don't find them to detract so hard given the general zaniness of the whole thing anyways. It comes with a stand and a tiny version of himself, which is about all you could ask for, as I can't really think of anything else I would have given him. Solid posing and a fun transformation that, while still not pushing any boundaries, isn't even close to boring, so this little guy puts the micro in Masterpiece. He's very good, very worth your money if you're down for the scale. And now it's time for the monthly shoutouts. Sorry they're a little late, I forgot that February only has 28 days in it because I'm stupid. If you'd like a shoutout yourself, please just follow the instructions on your screens. Please. I have to go through this whole song and dance every time I make these shoutouts videos to try and get you to follow the instructions. Just please. This is all you have to do to get one. Do this. It's on your screens. It's just 74 words that you have to read if you break up the email into all of its component words. 69, nice, if you leave that as one whole word. Don't you want to read 69 words? First up, sorry to DRex668. His birthday was January 28th, and I didn't check my spam folder where this had been sent for some reason, so this is way overdue. I hope you had a great one, and I wish I could have wished you well on it. Dr. Doogie's Hospital of Dumbshit would like you to check out his main channel where he does gaming, toy reviews, sketches, and whatever else he feels like, as well as the channel he runs with his friends where they make fun of movies called Lunar Pictures. Fury56, man of single-word summations from the comments section, would like you to check out his 86 sludge, because he loves it so much. It is objectively very cool. And he would like you to know that once upon a time, beaver anal gland squeezings were used as a potential artificial vanilla flavoring. This is not a joke. This is just something that was tested. Also, happy birthday 2 days ago. Sorry I missed the opportunity to wish you that on the day of, considering the fact that I did message you that day and did know it was your birthday. Kocher Productions would like you to check out his stop-motion channel. It begins. The Troid wants me to shout out Legjes Remul's YouTube, Twitch, and Discord channel, so you can help cheer him up while he works on his fan game where you get to play as the bosses of Mega Man. Give him some attention so he knows he's doing the Lord's work. One of my earliest subscribers, Crumplezone, would like you to check out his YouTube channel, inspired by me, actually. And that brings some warmth to my husk of a heart. He does stop motions, reviews, customs, and dioramas. Please check him out. And happy birthday, man. I wish I could have gotten this to you on the 20th. Also, happy birthday to Austin Nielsen, back on the 20th as well. He was hoping that I'd do Dragon Megatron on that day, but hopefully the 26th was close enough for it to feel right. I wish I could have done it sooner for you, but sadly I just couldn't acquire one soon enough. Shockwave 1998 would like you to check out this amazing dark heavy metal stop motion animation that deserves way more views than the 7,000 it has. Right this world's wrong and give this man some more eyes on his stuff because it is so worth it. Time Man would like me to shout out amazing Transformers artist TGPing, who I accidentally posted art of one time on Twitter without crediting him for, and people mistook that for being my work. Please, I'm not even 1% as good as him, so I'm happy for the opportunity to finally correct my mistake. Check him out, you won't be disappointed. Francisco would like me to shout out DeviantArt user Bluster, who is making a Shattered Glass fan comic based on Prime, IDW, and Animated. Grimoire Prime would like you to check out their Transformers lore channel, where they predominantly discuss the lore of the Transformers comics, but other medias as well. He makes top 10s, reviews, and shorts too. He's got a lot of promise, and since asking me, he's gained a good number of subscribers, so this man seems like he's got the legs to run the distance. Lego Sister and Brother Minecraft would like you to check out their YouTube channel, where they do stop motions and animations. They were inactive for a time, so YouTube is treating their channel as dead. Let's see if we can kickstart that back to life. Iron Galvatron would like you to check out his Transformers review channel. He just hit 200 subscribers. Let's put him at least some of the way to 3. Happy birthday in just a few days on the 12th to subscriber and patron Sam Hesitation. Thanks for sticking it out with me for so long. I hope I can make your birthday just a little more special. NX, or Nex, is creating Lego stop motions to torture their enemies with. Their words, not mine. So check those out. And happy birthday on the 3rd, my guy. Hope it was a good one. Happy 17th birthday to Matthew on the 13th. He was hoping that on the 12th I'd review something IDW related. It's funny that I already had the plans to do that. Dr. Spice Meme Defender wants me to shout out his girlfriend, Sunny. Happy birthday on the 26th. You have a great shit poster of a boyfriend, my girl. All the best. Viktor Wilfong would like you to check out his time-lapse drawings of Starscream and Hot Rod. He really is keeping up with his YouTube channel, so go check that out to see his awesome art process. And lastly, rest in peace, Andrew Sorohan. I'm going to leave a link to his memorial page and to his Instagram, which I didn't link before. May his memory never fade in this community, and may his art go on to inspire more and more people. A true creative has been lost from our midst, but he will not be forgotten. Take care, everyone.